Hey everyone, it's Evangeline right here at eTrailer, and today we'll be taking a look at how the Konig XB-16 heavy-duty snow tire chains fit on your 2023 Chevrolet Suburban. These are going to be heavy-duty tire chains, a little bit larger than your average diamond pattern chain. Great for if you have a lot of snow and ice and you need that extra traction where it bites into it and helps you drive along. Now, with these chains, make sure you have them on the correct tire. I know the Suburban has a lot of different tire options. The one we have here is 265, 65 R18. If you're not sure, just double check your sidewall. That number is important. You can use that here at etrailer.com. We've got a fit guide where you put in your year, make, and model, and then click your tire size, and that gets you the right chains for you. These are diamond pattern tire chains, which means compared to your traditional ladder style, this covers more of your tire. And when you need to make those stops or you need a turn coming out of a stoplight, this helps because you're more likely to have more chain on the ground giving you traction. We also have the chains made of manganese nickel alloy. So that alloy is good because it's corrosion resistant as well as durable. Your traditional chains usually have a low carbon steel, which is fine, but steel tends to rust over time. This one is less likely to rust. If you're using this for multiple seasons, it's a good investment. These have square links twisted together. So the way they're twisted helps with the snow so it doesn't stick as much to the chains, but then the square links also have these flat edges designed to bite into that ice and break snow chunks up. So that helps give you the traction along the chain, but not too much where it gathers it all up. These are called the XB-16 tire chains because the links are 16 millimeters large, and that's a little larger than your average chain. Now the perks of that is, yes, it's more heavy duty. The downsides to it is it's not as low profile. So double check your owner's manual, because for some Suburbans, they have limited clearance here in the wheel well. So if you need special low profile chains, those are Class S chains, and you can find them as the Konig XG-12s, which fit your tire. Other than that, these are larger and give you more traction. So I have these installed on our rear axle as per the owner's manual. Also, I recommend please do not drive faster than 30 miles per hour with these chains on. Now, if it's extreme weather conditions, you really shouldn't be driving super fast anyways. Also with this, it's super easy to put on. You just need to make sure everything is in the right place. So it is color coded as well as coated. So if by any chance you do not have your gloves on, you'll still be able to install these without freezing your fingers off. You can keep an extra set of gloves though inside of your carrying case. So this arrives with a hard shell case, which I really like. Makes it a lot easier to store inside of your vehicle. It does not take up much space. It even has a hook and loop strap or patch here in the back to keep it secure inside of your trunk. Now, when you open up this case, you're gonna get two chains. So one for the driver's, one for the passenger's side. You also get a little goodie bag. So your goodie bag will have some plastic instructions, as well as a plastic mat, and some plastic gloves, and some replacement chains if you need to make repairs while you're on the road. I recommend using your own gloves as well as getting your own mat, just so you don't have to use the plastic stuff, as well as we also have a tire chain install safety kit, which has a rubber mat and some lights you can put on your car just to keep you safe as you install this by the side of the road. These are going to be one of the easiest chains to install. Konig usually has some solid choices for your vehicle. They are premium chains, but they do have premium features like really good tension right off the bat. With that though, please make sure you have the correct chains for your weather conditions. These are more heavy duty and not as low profile. So if you need low profile chains, we have the XG-12s. Those also have smaller links, which still give you good traction, and they self-tension, just not as heavy duty. But other than that, for a solid, reliable, and easy to use tire chain, this might be a good option for you. I keep talking about how easy it is to install. Let's take a look at that. When you get your tire chains, I recommend pretty much the moment you get them, go ahead and open them up in your garage, lay them out on the floor, get familiar with how to put a tire chain on. before you're stranded by the side of the road, and just to verify that it fits your specific tire. So this looks good here. I like to just comb out the chains and make sure they're not tangled before I put them on. You'll know it's not tangled if you can see this light gray loop as one long line. And then you want to make sure it's facing the correct way. Here we have our hooks. So you want to make sure that the flat part is on your tire and the hook part is facing away from your tire. So before we start, I just have the flat part facing up because I know that will make contact. Now we're ready to install the chain. So just grab half of it. You can see it splits apart here in the middle. So grab one half and then feed that around your tire. That way you can pick it up from this side. And then from here, I just comb it out around the tire just so it settles easier once we make our first connection. So with those all in place, you're then going to connect these two parts. We have a hook and then we have a latch. So see here how I'm holding the rest of the chain with my thumbs. I'm putting that into that latch and pull it tight to secure. Then holding onto your chains, you bring them forward as you leave the chains you connected in the back. So we're just gonna comb all of our chains forward, try to make sure they're not tangled. Now make your second connection. So this red hook and this red loop, those go together. And then down on the bottom, you'll have another hook as well as this light gray chain. So this opens up by flipping that latch, fitting the chain through, and then just go ahead and close that latch. That way you can pull tight on the chain, getting as much tension in there as you possibly can. Now you're gonna run this through the loops. Depending on how this fits on your tire, you may get one or two or none at all. But once you get it pretty tight, you're then gonna pull this and attach it with the hook facing out. So let's get this up to this chain here. Get the hook around as we pull tight, and now it's secure. So this brings everything in, creating all that tension. Just like that, you're able to install your tire chain. Do the exact same thing on the passenger side. Afterwards, I recommend rolling forward or backward a couple feet just to make sure everything is still in place and you did it right. You can just check the tension, make sure things are tight up against the tire, nothing too wobbly or loose. This looks great. And just like that, you got your tire chains on. You're now ready to hit the road. And that right there was a look at the Konig XB-16 heavy-duty snow tire chains for your 2023 Chevrolet Suburban.